Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. This is What's New Tuesday. So, as you know, the season has ended. One of the things that has happened, there's no season for the next 2 weeks. And if you've noticed this, you cannot track your progress on the contracts because they have made a mistake once again. I make the joke with my friends, every time these guys do something new that would be good, they have to do something to screw it up to maintain the balance. I have no idea why that's the case. That just seems to be the rule. The lack of coordination and professionalism is mind-boggling to someone like myself. I've never done things in a shoddy manner, but these guys do it every week, and it's hilariously weird. So let's go through this stuff. This stuff is not that big of a deal, in my opinion, and I'll explain to you why. Okay, so Cold War tanks. Let's take a look. Back in black, the brand new tanks. These are sort of good, but I guess if realistically, I'll summarize all this at the very end of the video. I don't want to ruin it for you, but these are black tanks. Okay, I own 0 black tanks, just to tell you something right off the bat. Now this is the Russian double barrel gun. Looks really good, and very interesting. It's not very expensive also, which I thought was, kind of a good angle, whatever. We also have the Jaguar Black Edition, a solid medium tank. But the thing that's odd to me is that it's just like any other medium tank, but slightly different. I don't think there's any new ground being broken. At least the double barrel, you have double barreled, full gun, which is fine. You have all the other stuff. We're not even going to cover the stuff that's already been there, like the Stormer 30. That's the Super Weasel. It speaks for itself, and you're going to need to develop special skills to use this well. If you don't have those special skills, check out my videos to give you an idea of how to work on those special skills. Wallet Sabers, okay, I guess, nothing spectacular. RDFLT, it's an okay tank, nothing super special. The 62M-1, again, nothing special. Just another medium tank. Me, I don't pay $9,000 for what I would call mediocre tanks. That's just me. You do whatever works for you. The RDFLT is a pretty good tank if you get it for dirt cheap. Okay, now we're in World War II. And again, at the end of the video, I'll give you a summary of World War II to explain the entire thing in a nutshell. It's going to be hilarious and eye-opening. So here you have, there's the Resolutions WZ tank for dirt cheap. If that floats your boat, great. I have the AMX 1357. This is a very good tank. And for a 50% off price, dude, this is a butt kicker. This might be the best tank they have available for the price. Because it's called a light tank. But really what that is, this is a lightweight medium tank. Super agile, fires very fast. This is a great tank to play with in the real world. You can win and contribute to wins in this tank. So highly recommended if you're considering it and you don't have it. I have it, it's really good. These are all just different back in black tanks, okay? Whoop-de-doo. As I said, I own 0 black tanks, and I feel as though I miss nothing. Okay? Now, on the other hand, I don't miss not having these, but these are useful if you're doing operations, and they'll vary from, operation to operation, because as Fish would say, there's a tank for every op, brother. And a lot of those tanks that are for ops tend to be black tanks because they have that extra tank experience percentage bonus. So whatever floats your boat. Me, none of these float my boat. I don't really care. They're kind of high priced. And again, like I said, I'll explain to you why I don't buy these at the end of the video, and it's going to be kind of funny. Weekly deal. Well, this tank was good over a year ago when I got it as tank of the month for $10. But I wouldn't pay more than that. In fact, I sold it because I don't play this kind of tank. It's a very good tank. This is a very good heavy tank, tier 8, but I just don't play them. And so I got rid of it. I don't need this tank. It's just nothing to me. But it's a very good tank if you like heavy tanks. So, Wallet Saber is kind of STRV S1, a good tank, but I'm not paying $7,900 for it. Just going to let you know right up front. Mantis, don't waste my time on the Mantis because these are brand new tier 8s. Again, at the end of the video, you'll get the drift. Okay, here we have Painted Black Mega. These are skins. You can buy this, 12 skins for half price. And all of these skins are essentially black. This is one of those things I was having a discussion. It isn't that great to me. And I was talking to Brownie, and I explained to him he didn't care for it in general. He was not impressed. And I explained to him, what I learned from economics professors, and that explained why he was not impressed. These are all black skins, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't have a problem with any of these. If you like these, they're fantastic. If you're unimpressed, like Brownie, I'll explain to you why you're probably unimpressed. At least I nailed it for him because of the way he described it. So these look awesome to a degree, or they're nothing special to me. But they do look good. Now, if you don't have these tanks already, you do have a problem that you'd be buying skins for tanks you don't have. And I don't have a lot of those tanks. I do have this T92, I do have the T77, and I do have this Emil 1951. These I have. Probably the only ones I do have from that. But the problem you're facing here is really simple. They had no zing for him, no pizzazz. And when I described to him that this is what an economics professor would describe it, he would tell you, well, there's no perceived added value, and that's the problem. Oh, you have a black skin tank. Well, whoop-de-doo. This does not compare to a tank that has an actual skin of something interesting. Like I have the skin for the tier 10 German tank destroyer Jagdpanzer E100. That's the one that has the motorcycle. And it has the wire. It's like a giant basket that holds the motorcycle. It's really a great skin. Something special. Okay? And there's other tanks that have special skins that are like, dude, that looks awesome. You look at it, you go, man, that's fantastic. Okay? But the black ones for Brownie, and he's a kid. He realized there's no added value. He goes, yeah, it's black. I'm like, yeah, that's it, dude. I mean, now if you think the Men in Black look of tanks is fantastic, then that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But it just doesn't do it for us. Sorry. But I'm not here to tell you that it's not cool, because if you think it looks cool, it kind of does, really. But it's just too expensive for me. That's, so all of this stuff you see here, these paint job things are like, whatever, dude. I'm not interested. Yeah, I have that email, and I ain't giving you no 2,700 for no black skin, because it doesn't mean squat to me. If you like this dog camo, fantastic. Does nothing for me, so don't expect me to tell you this is great. If you like it, that's all that matters. Or if by extension your girlfriend likes it, that's fine, whatever. It does nothing for me, so I'm just not going to tell you, wow, you should really get this skin, it's really awesome. I am not a shill, okay? I don't do that. I don't pump up mediocre items to tell you to buy them because, I in some way derive some profit off of it. I just tell you the truth. I can't stand the way it looks, to be honest with you. This dog thing does nothing for me. But if you like it, that's all that matters. So, whatever. I mean, I think that this black emo skin looks good, but not 2,700 good. I'm thinking, I can put a camo, I can put 4 camos on there right now for 500, and that's as far as I'm going. So, you do the math and figure it out for yourself. Now, we got some terrific stuff here. These are the boosters. If you need them. If you need these boosters, the best way to buy it, the most economical version is buy the 100 pack. They're less expensive, but they're still expensive. Okay. So 8 times commander experience for 12,000. You get good deal. You get good value for your money. Use one a day. Or, use it each day until you get that first win for that maximum punch. And that's great. That's the way you do it. Silver boosters, times 2s are killer, especially if you do tech tree grinding. Man, they're super awesome. Okay? You can make money, etc. I used mine on the last time they had silver with interest, and I got up to 100 million. Now I'm down to 78 million because I had to fill out a lot of stuff. I had some upgrades that cost me 3 million for a gun, 4 million for a turret, things like that. So, but I normally don't do that, so my silver is going to go climbing back up higher. So don't worry about me. I always have to mention it. Don't ever buy anything like these green boxes or those chests of silver. Don't ever buy any of this stuff with gold when you can pay silver for it, because you can pay silver, which is a whole lot cheaper to get just by playing the game. Same business. Don't waste your time with any of these. Parking pass, garage prep. Don't pay gold for when you can buy something for silver. So, next, download content. Tank of the month is outstanding. If you don't have it and you're interested, it's really good. Everything else, I couldn't care less. It's way too expensive. Yeah, I ain't paying no $30 for a Sherman and a 2-star commander. Not happening, brother. Premium time speaks for itself. It's great. I have premium time. As you can see, I have 100 days. I don't pay for premium time. I just get it for free off of contracts. Black Friday 2022 was the last time I bought a day of premium. I bought 60 days of premium, 30 and 30. That was it. Put me just over 100 days, maybe 105, 108. I'm still in the same ballpark. So, it speaks for itself. Continue. Convert resources. If you're doing tanks for free XP, to trade your free XP for tanks, you need to get some more free XP. Fine. To fill in the gap, great. You get like 35,000 commander experience. You get 35,000 for 1,000 gold. That's good. So, useful in this context. We have new war chests. We need to look at those war chests. these are the same, but we have new payout. So I'm going to go there. We're going to go look at the payouts right now. Okay, these are the new war chests. Let's look at the payouts and see what's available. Give you an idea of what's happening. Okay. Private war chests, 15 different tanks. You have French Tier 5 artillery at the top. French Pack 40. FV201, I don't have that tank. 122S, I got it. Tier 7 Sniper. Tier 3 Locust, got it. LTP Tier 3, I got it. M3 Light, Tier 3, I got it. M56 Scorpion, that's a Tier 7 tank destroyer, very good. Panzerkampfwagen 3 aus K, so that's a Panzer 3K. I have that too, Tier 5. Ram 2, Tier 5. SU-76I, Tier 3 Sniper. SU-85I, Tier 5 Sniper. T-28E with F-30, that is the Honor tank without the Honor skin. So that's just the T-28 with the F-30, but it's the same everything as the Honor minus the skin color. T-29 should be a Tier 3. Let's take a look and make sure. Yeah, Tier 3 Russian. It's El Cheapo. 950. Nothing special. All right. We also have a T-42 medium tank. 7,000 gold. That's a Tier 8. So that covers that. Now let's go to the sergeants, see what's in there. Some of these will be carryovers. So SU-85I, that's in the other one. 105 Tier 5 artillery French, that's in the other one. Diamondback Mark 1 Tier 8 sniper tank. FV201, that's in the other one. 122S, that's in the other one, Tier 7. Kruppsteier Waffenträger Tier 7 sniper tank. Wait a second. Which one is that? Actually, I think this is the regular version. I was thinking of the Javelin. I think the Javelin is the one with the skin. Should be Tier 7. It is. Yeah, the Javelin is black. That Waffenträger, Tier 7, without a skin. LEK, it's a LE Kampfpanzer M4190. This one is basically the Hollenhund, right? I swear that's right. German light tank. Yeah, this should be the Hollenhund without the skin. Okay, here we go in the general chests. AMX 1357. That's on sale in the store right now for dirt cheap from the resolutions. Banana Buster Tier 7 heavy tank. Banshee Comet Tier 6 medium, if I remember correctly. Borosk Tier 8 Frenchy medium 2-shot autoloader. Fantastic tank. Chrysler K Tier 8 heavy tank. Diamondback Tier 8 tank destroyer or sniper tank. ISU 122S Tier 7 Russian sniper tank with no turret. Jackal M4A4 autoloader. Kruppsteier Waffenträger. That one is the Tier 7. Again, this is the Hollenhund without the skin. Tier 8 light tank. Fantastic tank. Leopard 2 AV. That is a Cold War Tier Era 2 heavy tank. Really good tank, actually. LT-432, a Russian light tank. Very good. M41D, Chinese Bulldog variant light tank, Tier 8. M50 Ontos, Era 2 6-barrel sniper tank. Very good tank. M56 Scorpion, that's the Tier 7 sniper tank. M6A2E1 beats the heck out of me. Motherland, that's a Russian tier 7 or tier 8. I don't remember. Skoda T56, Czechoslovakian tier 7 or 8. T42, tier 8, American medium. N-Type 62, Chinese light tank. So these are the different chest prizes that you could get. So just to be aware of those. All right, now, whoops. We're good with all of that. I think we've covered everything about Tuesday that needs to be covered. Gold, buy gold if you need gold, or check into my other videos about buying chests to get your gold, because I have explanations of why we do that. But don't, always remember, if you buy war chests, that's a gamble. You might get more than what you need. You might get less than what you need if you don't know how much you need. So just be aware there's a gambling aspect to it. It's really usually very good because you're going to pick up some tanks you would not normally pick up. And you'll find out if you try those tanks out and work on them, they're going to help your game. So that's an unexpected bonus there. But on these guys, let me give you the basic things you need to know on the big 3 packs. The big 3, the 30 private chests, those will generate about 5,000 or slightly more. So it's 5,000 plus gold coins, and however many prize tanks you get is however many you get randomly. It's 10% for each card to be a prize tank. 30 cards equals 10% of that will be 3. You'd expect on average to get 3 tanks out of a 30 pack. You can get 0. You can get as many as 7. I have gotten 7, 6, 5, 4. I've gotten everything except a 0. So I'm just letting you know that's the dealio. The best value of them all is really kind of surprising. 22 sergeant chests. This is the other big one for the sergeants. Again, 10% chance of getting a tank, so 2.2 is your average. Well, what does that mean? It means sometimes you'd buy one of these and you get 2. Sometimes you buy one, you get 3. Sometimes you get a super lucky one, a 4 or a 5. I've seen all of those. So that's the dealio. Those are $50. Well, 54 and change after taxes. The 30 pack is $36.99, but it's $40 and like 3 cents after taxes. Okay. The last of the big boys, the 27 generals. Again, 10% of those are expected to be tanks. 2.7 tanks. What does that mean? Sometimes you're going to get a 2 prizes. Sometimes you'll get 3. Sometimes you'll get 4 or 5. I've seen all of those numbers. Bigger risk, bigger reward potentials. Bigger loss potential as well. You don't want to buy a general pack of 27 for $100 plus tax, making it 108 and change, and come up with no prize tanks. That would just be horrible. That's why I've never bought those. All right. Now, if you got the average on each pack, then really the 30 private, the 22 sergeant, and the 27 general, they're all basically dollar for dollar the same value. You're going to get the same amount of stuff dollar for dollar. $10 worth of each is $10 worth of each. They're all basically the same. But here's the deal. The answer is they're not the same. And the part that makes them not the same is the luck factor. And you're saying, well, but the luck could be evenly distributed across all 3, which is true. That's why it's such an unexpected difference. That's not the key. The key is this. The more of these cards you're opening, the greater the chances are of you hitting a streak. Now, that's a positive streak, that's also a negative streak. Let me explain this to you. So the positive streak, you might, you have a chance to really get on a roll 4 or 5, 3, 4, 5 in a row, okay? Or I've had seven card 30s, okay? 7 prizes, all right? It's awesome. Now, most of those tended to be tier 3 ones, but it doesn't matter. When you get 7, it doesn't matter. You have so many, you're going to score. The converse is that, and it happens, dudes get on bad luck rolls. You get on a bad luck roll 10, 12 cards in a row. I've had it happen to me. I'm not lying. The 30 is your friend because you've got, let's say you started off with 12 in a row, no tank prizes. Well, you got 18 to recover. It's just that simple. If you started off on this 27 general, you pulled 12 zeros, well, you got 15 left. That's not too bad. The one that really is a zipper, the 22 sergeants will zip. You got 12 in a row, no tank prizes. Boom, you got 10 left. Good luck, brother. I'm going to tell you. The most I've ever seen myself personally, tank prize cards in a row is 3. That's a lot. Seen 2s, fairly, often. But it's the long streaks, both good or bad. If you have a bad streak, the 30 will give you more chances to break the bad streak and end up with 3 or more. But if you get on a good roll, it could get nasty good. That's the thing. So there is a hair bit of a difference. And in my mind, the smart way to go is to get the 30. For the money, you have it's the least risk for the reward that you have available. That's my observation and my analysis, or my opinion, if that's what you want to do. So go with whatever floats your boat. Okay. Another idea, someone says, well, I was thinking of buying a $100 pack for 27, and that's going to be basically 108, 20 something. I call it 110. For 110, you get 27 generals. But if you want to go and do the triple privates, that would run you 120 and like 10 cents. For 10 extra dollars, you'd be opening 90 versus 27. And believe me, I did it one time and it was nasty. It was nasty. I ended up with about 12. I think I ended up with 12 tanks out of those. And the key thing is, when you're playing the refund game, and this is the key, the refund game is, hey, every tank you have in the prizes, if you pull that tank out of one of the chests, it's an automatic gold refund for the full value of whatever it's selling for. So that's the key. So that's the short version of war chests and why they can be useful. Okay, so now I'm going to go back and tell you the story. Not really so much about Cold War tanks. This is really about World War II. And this is the hilarious part. Now, I told you at the end of the video, I'd have the thing explain to you the scenario of buying these tanks, whatever. Black tanks. I don't buy black tanks. I don't care. This is the deal. And this applies universally. Once I figured this out, I never bought another one again. I didn't really buy hardly any to begin with. Bargains, completely up to you. If you want to buy a bargain because they'll be fun for you, you'll get some use out of it, you will. So whatever you consider a bargain to get, that's fine. But I'm saying tier 8 is the worst tier in the game. Why is that? They sell you all these tier 8 tanks available, and you're going to get absolutely screwed by being shoved in 9 and 10 matches. Overwhelming percentage of players will be screwed in that result. They're going to be fed to 9s and 10s. So you're going to get nothing for that, essentially. I don't buy those. It's the stupidest thing you could do. Oh, look, I can buy this. I can buy this fancy black tank. Okay. Where is that dude hiding? I don't know. Well, this is another same thing with this Mantis. I can buy this fancy black Mantis tank for 8,900 gold. It's a tier 8. I'm going to play a lot of tier 9s and tier 10s. Boring. Not interested. Thanks a lot. Get something different. Pick yourself up a bargain tank. If you feel like you got to buy one, buy a bargain. Buy the Resolutions tank. Buy this other Resolutions tank if that floats your boat. Don't let someone con you. Let's go back here so I can show you these. The Back in Black class. All right. The double barrel. Oh, it's an awesome tank. I'd love to have it. Tier 8 double barrel. Oh, it's tier 8. I don't want to play this against 9s and 10s. It's not fair. It's not fun. So, sayonara Charlie. Not interested. Now, Black Edition Jaguar is similar, not as bad. It's a more reasonable tank. You could play this, and it's not going to be a beat down every game. But the tier 8, they're garbage. Don't waste my time. I laugh at people who buy those. Hey, you want to buy it? You go ahead, man. But don't complain to me when you're getting those 9 and 10 beat downs. It's not fun. I don't like it. I don't need to cheat people to beat them. I don't need to beat an 8 in a 9 or a 10. If I'm in a 9 or a 10, I'm an actual man. I want to fight the same guy, same tier as me. That's the fair match. So if I'm in a 9, I want to fight a 9. If I'm in a 10, I want to fight a 10. Now, they screw you and stick you in those matches. If I'm in a 10 and an 8 rolls up on me, I have to kill him. But it doesn't require exceptional skill to kill him. He's an 8 and I'm a 10. He's dust, okay? As a general rule. So, I don't need the game to cheat for me, and I damn sure don't want to see anybody else cheated by the game in an 8 fighting a 10. It's unfair. I don't like it. If you don't like that attitude, that's not my problem. So if you agree with me, that's great. If you disagree with me, you can disagree with me all you want. That's fine. If you want to make it personal, that's your problem, not my problem. I like fair matches, and I want to play people in a fair match. If I got a 5, you got a 5. That's fine. I don't need to play you too higher than me. That's not fair. It's not fun. And I damn sure don't do the reverse to people. Because I don't need to do that. And if you do, you got a problem. And there are people who do need that. They have a problem. I only play tier 10s. Trust me, when they say that, they're not really that good. They're telling you up front, hey, I have to be 2 tiers above you in a tier 8, so therefore I can win and claim I'm great. You're not great. If you're in a 10 and you beat an 8, you weren't great. He was cheated. The 8 was cheated against the 10. It's not a fair matchup. So don't lie to yourself. I don't lie to you. I don't lie to myself either. So that's what I say. I don't like brand new tier 8s. I think that's the stupidest thing you could do is buy one of those. But if you enjoy it and you say, hey, I enjoy the challenge, man, I'm all for you to enjoy the challenge, but most people don't. So I'm completely supporting you. If you want to play 8s versus 10s for the challenge, congratulations. That's fantastic. But I'd prefer to have the option for people to avoid that. That's just me. So that's why I don't recommend anyone ever buy tier 8 premiums, except as a bargain. And I have gotten some, for example, the Astron Rex is a tier 8 premium medium tank commander tank with 50% bonus. And that plays 9s and 10s. Well, it was a bargain. For Ultimate Season Pass, it was $4,000 for that, plus that hideous Krampus commander last December. I got it. I've actually gotten MVPs in tier 10 matches with it. It's the exception to the rule. It's an 8 tank where I can get an MVP in a tier 10 match. Okay, great tank. I'd still rather just play a fair, even match of an 8 versus 8 match if that's what I could get. But that's not the way it is. I'm just letting you know. So that one I bought for the commander bonus. Terrific. but for the most part, I don't like them. I am really good in artillery, so I can play tier 8 artilleries and MVP a 10 match in that as well. It's happened many times. I can also do tier 8 light tanks, and I've gotten MVPs in tier 10 matches in my tier 8 light tanks. Again, it's not a fair matchup, but I do have the ability to do that. It's a possibility. So I don't like it at all, and I wish it would go away. And until it does go away, I will not recommend people buy tier 8 premiums based upon what I say. If they want to buy it and they're interested and that's fine with them, hey, I'm totally supporting you. But I'd prefer it not to be mixed unless you had a choice. I would prefer, if I'm playing in tier 8 tank, I'd like to have a box check. I'd like to play 9s, as well as 8s. And I'd like to have another box that said I like to play up, 9s and 10s. 8s, 9s, and 10s. If I'm in a tier 8, I would prefer to have the option to play tier 8s as the top only, tier 8s or tier 9 as the top only, or addition, whatever, and tier 10. I'd love to have, because you should get an extra bonus for playing those matches against top tier tanks. You don't have that option. I find that to be essentially just short of a crime. But that's just me. So that's why I wanted to mention this to you and get it out there. So you got my feelings on this. I don't like it. That's why I've never tell people to go and buy these tanks. Go buy the double barrel. I didn't tell people to go buy that double barrel tank. It would be awesome against, evenly matched 8s. Fine, I'm all for that. But that's not how it's going to work, so I'm not interested. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I helped you out and showed you something, taught you something, things that will help you become more profitable in this game. It would help if you could leave a like to spread the word. It would help if you could tell your friends. That way they could check it out, and then maybe they could leave a like and or subscribe. Because I'm out to help people and help people do well so they can enjoy this game more, instead of having to tell people to avoid different pitfalls that occur that lessen the quality of this game. So that's all. I got another awesome video with a Faden's medal. You've got to watch it when it comes out. It'll be out probably tomorrow. Absolutely awesome game. Just a great story behind it. So I hope I'll see you guys then. I'm sure I'm going to see you either later today, tomorrow, or the next day, whatever. But I am now out of here. I'm going to go work on another video. Thanks again for watching, and best of luck in all your matches.